I've lived in Lake Charles for 37 years of my life. I was born in Houston and raised in Lake Charles. I've essentially been here with my husband of 11 years next month, and we have 2 small kids. My daughter is 7 years old, and my son is 2 years old. I've never had to file an insurance claim before, so this was all new to both my husband and I. So out of the blue, we get hit by Hurricane Laura, Hurricane Delta, and we're filing insurance claims as far as ALE and things like that. And it took a while for our insurance company to come out and just assess the property. Well, my husband and I had to live apart from each other because after the hurricane was over, essentially there was no place for us to go. We were displaced for the longest in Dallas, and eventually my husband had to go back to work. So they left me and our 2 small kids, and we relocated to Humble because it was closer to Lake Charles. But for much of that time, he had to commute on the weekends to come and visit us because our insurance company did not do their due diligence in assisting us with our ALE so that we could return back to Lake Charles and live together as a family. So that was a very difficult and tumultuous time for all of us because, we're a family. Immediately when we came back to Louisiana, we drove around looking for, just trying to get some help with the things that we had experienced. We had been watching on Facebook that there were attorneys in town that could talk to us about what our rights and limitations were as policyholders for insurance during, a natural disaster like this. So we saw a sign in front of Packard and LaPrade and we said, maybe we should stop by and at least get the information so that we can find out, what our rights are, because we're not getting any help from our insurance company. Our information was sent to the Brasher Law Firm, where we talked extensively with Mr. Clint Brasher and Ms. Christina Correa, and they have just been absolutely phenomenal in this whole process. I can't say enough about Miss Christina. From day one, she had always been in contact with us. If I wasn't calling her, she was calling me. She always kept us, both of us, in the loop. She was emailing us, letting us know where we were as far as status in our case, and that helped the transition flow that much smoother. The Brasher Law Firm was very consistent for me, very thorough, very honest, very nurturing and caring. We couldn't have picked a better law firm for our case because they just felt like family to us because they took care of us this whole entire process. We were on a first name basis. Like Miss Christina was always contacting me, Miss Roberson, Miss Desiree, and I felt like I could call her at any time I had a question. Hey, is Miss Christina in? If she wasn't in, I left a message. She got back to me pronto. I would say to anyone who has been in a similar situation where there's been a natural disaster and you haven't had any assistance from your insurance agency, contact the Brasher Law Firm without any hesitancy. They will work for you. They will fight for you. They are family oriented. They care about you. They're consistent. And they really take pride in their work and what they do and making sure that their client is the #1 priority.